Alright, is this recording correctly? Yes, it is. Alright, so that means everything is okay. So, that means that I can begin by saying, hello everybody! This is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. But more specifically, it's the DLC that was just released today, called Blood and Wine. Now, I know what you're saying, that I've never recorded a Witcher game before, and I've much less even recorded this game by itself. But the thing is that I wanted to record Hearts of Stone, but there were lots of things that were kind of conspiring against me, and I didn't really get a good chance to actually record that. So, I thought I'd try again and record the latest DLC, which is pretty much the last DLC, like the last big one they're gonna do, Blood and Wine. And I thought I'd see how that goes. Okay, well, I know what you're saying is that you're probably saying to yourself, well, I don't know anything about The Witcher or anything like that, so this game isn't for me, much less this DLC. But what I've often said is that for these type of big games, the DLC that comes with them that involves like new areas or like and new quests and that kind of stuff, they kind of give a really good what I'm trying to say, they give a good overview of the game itself. So instead of playing through the entire game, which is like, God, I probably already put like 200 hours or so into this, not even counting the DLC, not even counting like the first DLC. But instead of doing that, it's a much more like, it's a much more concise look at the game rather than just playing through the game itself. Which I don't know, if this goes well, I may pick this up on a PC and start anew. But for now, I think I would like to record Blood and Wine and see how that turns out. Anyway, this is recorded on the PS4, and it runs beautifully. Like it is just, it runs just really great. So, so for all these games that are like, oh, we're gonna put it on the PS4, but we're only gonna have it be at 30 frames a second. I always think back to this game and just think like, why couldn't they make it 60 FPS if this game could do it? There's so much detail and like, just the game just looks great and it runs at 60 FPS. So I don't understand why other games, Fallout 4, couldn't do something like that instead.
Long live.
But you know, I don't know what they're thinking about that. So basically, run on PC, run it on PS4. It runs great. It runs absolutely great. Anyway, apparently to actually start this quest, it just kind of shows up in your quest marker just out of nowhere, called Envoys and Wine Boys. I guess I'll go ahead and read this. It was a time when there seemed to be two Geralts. One was a celebratory, at least in certain circles, while the other remained a mercenary who did dirty work for coin. At any rate, both these Geralts happened on a contract of an unusual sort, not least because it marked the state of a new adventure, and this adventure I will gladly relate. So, apparently this is just look for a new contract on notice boards in Velen, which is basically just the north part of this entire map. So I'm guessing you could go to any one of these towns, notice boards, and find this, so that's usually not a problem. But I will just go over here to the Seven Cats Inn, which is just a small little settlement that does in fact have 7 cats. Anyway, this is about as far as I've gotten, so let's go ahead and begin. Wedding band? No, let me see. It's probably this important looking one over here to the bottom right. Appeal to Sir Geralt of Rivia, the Brits his crest. Oh wow, this is addressed directly to me. Geralt of Rivia, at the behest of our merciful sovereign, her illustrious grace Anna Henrietta, we have journeyed to the northern realms to lay before you our mission. A terrible monster has appeared in the Duchy of Toussaint, a beast that has committed heinous crimes against her gracious subjects. Only the most famous among witchers has the ability to destroy the beast. I like how only the most famous among witchers is actually capitalized. Thus we humbly beseech you to appear in the village of Holloway, where we shall await you in full hope that you will deign to hear of our woes and liberate our land from the clutches of fear. Your humble servants, Sirs Palmerin de... Oh god, these stupid names, man. When you actually have to read them out loud, it's like, oh god, what are these? Lawnfall and Milton de Pyrac. Pyrac Perrin. Knights in the service of her grace in the Duchy. Well, hopefully we'll be hearing those names actually pronounced out loud at some point, I hope. Appeal to Sir Geralt of Rivia. Yes. Quest updated! Yay! Where do we gotta go? Meet the knights from Toussaint and Holloway. And in case you're wondering about the other DLC, it didn't really open up a new area. It just kind of, well, it didn't really have a whole new area for you to explore. Instead, what it really did is that the original map kind of got cut off at about this point or so. Kind of like this line, that's about as far as you could go in the map. And so what that DLC did, it kind of added a little bit parts of north of this. So it kind of expanded the map a little bit, but it really didn't add anything new. So hopefully this adds an entirely new area, which I think it does. Oh my god, it's all the way down here in the stonecutter settlement. Alright. Well, that's great. We're just going to take the fast travel because normally I do like walking everywhere because I just like looking at this game scenery. That's as simple as that. But for the purposes of all this, of recording, I think I may just fast travel. Let's go over here, and hopefully the loading time isn't too bad. They've had lots of updates to this game, so they definitely improved a lot of stuff, such as loading times, enemy AI, and definitely the menus. The menus were just like overhauled. The menu UI was completely overhauled today. So, is that them over there? That sounds like them. Ah, I wanted to kind of listen to them before I get into a cutscene. Oh well.
We've not got no need for your help.
Have no fear, good man. Our labors shall be done quickly. The prowlers to be banished for good.
Milton, look.
That's not the direction I came in.
In the flesh.
Hail, Witcher. Let us go inside and greet you as befits an old friend.
And you, fear not. We shall put an end to the rule of outlaws soon. Found your message on a notice board.
You see, Palmerin? I told you. The griffin at White Orchard. I knew that were we only to follow the tracks of its slayer, we would in the end find Geralt.
Milton de Perrin and Palmerin de Lawnfall. Good to see you both. Been years. Here's short. We share your joy.
You must forgive us, our surroundings. When we pledged to place the village under our protection, the village elder gave us this hut as our lodgings. He swore it is the best hut in the village.
Get involved in some squabble?
We discovered that in retreating, the Redanian garrison that left this land still is at the mercy of numerous plagues. A tyranny of bandits, the most onerous among them. These plunderers shall soon descend on this village to collect tribute. Milton and I will dissuade them.
We are both sworn to fight injustice and oppression wherever they rear their heads. The matter does not concern you, of course, but do us the kindness of waiting. Once we have dealt with these marauders, we have a matter we must present to you.
Wow, they referenced the Griffin fight in White Orchard, and that was actually like your very first main mission of the game, was to track and find like a Griffin. We'll track, find, and fight and kill the Griffin, nice to say, but wow, I can't believe they actually referenced that. Oh gee, let's see here. Yeah, let me help you because that actually sounds fun.
So, plan to go out and meet the bandits when they arrive? Fight them?
Parmeran wishes first to appeal to their sense of decency. But I expect they will be deaf to this.
Yeah, completely.
We must afford them a chance to stand down. Many a hardened outlaw has left the path of wrongdoing upon hearing words of admonition.
Doesn't happen in these lands. Ever.
If they do not heed my reprimand, we at least will know we have done all within our means to evade bloodshed.
Fine. Naturally, I'll help when Palmerin's rhetoric falls on deaf ears.
Excellent. Then we've but to wait for the rogues to arrive.
Okay. I wonder if I can cast my little magic spell on them. Do my little Jedi mind trick and make them be like, I don't want to fight anymore.
Hear that? Your bandits have arrived.
Let us go out to greet them.
Oh my god, nobody else is even trying. Jesus.
Hark! Contemptible curs!
You cursed!
He mean us?
I, Palmerin de Launfal, call upon you to repent. Set your hearts. Do you not see that they are blackened?
Regular punch and duty here.
To prey upon commoners is no honor. To loot their meager stores, abandon the path of shame, and we will spare you.
Right good jest, that. Had us a laugh. Now, fuck off or we lose our patience and you lose something else.
Nay, wait, Zorg. These lads are a lark. Mayhaps they know some tricks.
Oi, players! Can you toss balls all loopity like? Or do that thing where one spits fire while the other farts?
Noble Palmerin's giving you a chance. Now I'm gonna give you some advice. Do what he says.
Or what?
Or you'll find yourself fighting knights errant in the pay of the Duchess of Toussaint. And they eat scum like you with their morning porridge.
There's 3 of them. 2 turtled up in armor. We'll come back later.
Some wench sent them. Folk will say we's afeard of wenches and jesters.
Ooh, insulted the Duchess. Not good.
Indeed, we cannot let the affront go unpunished. I swear upon the Heron you will pay with your own blood.
By the crane, villains, ready your arms!
Oh, cool. We started fighting some fairly high-level bandits, I'm sure. As this guy comes in from behind. Alright, we got rid of one. Yeah, you guys can deal with the one with the shield. Seal guys are pretty annoying in this game. Man, he didn't do anything to the seal guy. The best thing is to try to get behind them. Oh. Yes. Oh my god, he just cut this guy's head off! Aw, man! Do it one more time. There we go. Oh, the seal guys are horrible. There you go, that's what you gotta do. Get behind them. How many we got left? A couple more? God, my allies are getting in my way here. There we go. One more? Oh, he's too far away. These guys are pretty good at defending. I gotta say, I don't really have that much experience fighting like high-leveled bandits. But at least I don't have to worry about defending these guys. Oh, do we got more people here? I think we do. I think there's like one guy up here just fighting all by himself. Yeah, he is. Look at him. Look at him go. He was probably shooting arrows at us the whole time.
Come on, come closer.
Oh my god. Great. Great job.
Why do they not emerge? It is over. We have banished the scoundrels, lifted oppression's yoke from their lives.
Warned you it'd be like this. Fear you as much as they did the bandits now. Sorry, no fanfares and flowers. You're not in Toussaint.
Ah, it is true what folk claim. In the north, no noble deed goes unthwarted. It is time to go home.
And we shall, my friend. Come, Geralt. It's time we delivered our message.
Good. Good. Yeah, I don't often get a chance to fight high-level human enemies like that, so it's nice to get back in the swing of things.
What brings you such a long way?
We are to deliver Her Grace the Duchess's message in full, with all due ceremony. For tradition
is sacred in Toussaint. All right, fine.
Most honorable Geralt, slayer of monsters and all evils nefarious, which prey on the defenseless of this world. Whereas never have you been known to deny help to the innocent, nor leave widows and orphans to fates undeserved. Answer you now our present summons. Free us from the beast which floods our streets with blood, and sows panic in the hearts of rich and poor alike. Come to our aid, Witcher. Thus humbly beseeches you the star-crossed city's most gracious protectress, Her illustrious Highness, Duchess Anna Henrietta.
Shall you answer her call?
Anna Henrietta really say all that? Word for word?
Well, in point of fact, she said, bring me the Witcher and dare not spare your horses. Only make certain this time he comes alone. The Ducal Chamberlain added the rest. You know how it is.
Yeah, I remember.
I might add, be it unofficially, that a hefty reward awaits. Yet the specifics you will need to verify with Her Illustrious Highness.
And that's the thing, is that I think that a lot of this is kind of like references back to maybe The Witcher 1, I believe, but I never really got through that game because it was kind of bad. But oh well. I guess we'll both be in the dark here.
Might be the most fervent request that I take a contract ever, and the most polite. And now we've got all that behind us. I want to hear more about this beast. Some kind of monster? Just guessing.
Most assuredly, though no one has caught a good look at it as yet. Our only sure witnesses. Bodies massacred in a brutal, horrid manner.
Look, some sketches drafted from descriptions given by those who claim they glimpsed the beast. Each quite different. To my mind, these witnesses lie.
How many victims so far?
2. When Her Grace learnt of the second, she discharged us immediately to fetch you, promising grants of land and fortunes in gold, should you answer her summons.
An ill wind blows, Geralt. The beast cannot be tracked. Folks say it wields black magic. Also, both victims were nobly born, and the start of a tourney draws near.
Beast wields black magic? What makes you say so?
The first victim vanished between bites at a feast. Of the feast-goers, none noticed this. They saw but an open window, then heard desperate cries from the street below, where a corpse had just been found.
The second killing, similar. A night in a locked room. Servants all about the house. Guards all around the estate. Yet the beast somehow got him out, dragged him to the town square, and killed him there. No one saw, nor heard a thing.
We have no fear of creatures against which sword and shield protect. But of this beast, nothing is known. Save that it cannot be traced, kills effortlessly, and with no rhyme or reason we can discern.
Interesting.
Anyone tried to hunt it? Knights errant, for example?
Ha! Many have tried. Baiting, waiting in ambush, but to no avail.
The beast is clever. It evades all traps and attacks of a sudden. It is like a ghost.
Experienced tracker, this is what we need, with knowledge of monsters. In short, we need you.
John Witcher. Space Marine. No. Attorney? That sounds fun.
Mentioned a tourney. Why doesn't the Duchess just call it off?
Simply, it is too late. The guests have arrived. The best knights of all lands, relatives of the Emperor. The beast could be a threat to others, not just to Her Grace's subjects.
Got it. Before an aristocrat dies, at best it's a scandal. At worst, a diplomatic incident.
Yeah, like I'm gonna really say, I don't know about this. I have to think it over now. I think I'm gonna take it.
I sometimes think back to all the contracts I've ever taken from sovereigns. Can't name hardly any where I came out ahead.
You cannot be thinking to refuse.
No. Just struck by a thought. How the Duchess can sometimes be... demanding.
So you accept the contract. Excellent.
We must set off at once. We long wanted this land searching for you. Yet time is of the essence.
Ready to go, soon as you're packed.
Ha! Then post haste to Toussaint.
To Toussaint!
Alright. Whole new area. Whole new land. Sounds pretty fun. Oh, look at that. A taste of what is to come. Alright. Looks like we got quite the mystery going on here. We don't know who's killing these nobles or why, but I'm sure that will be answered at the very end. After we do tons and tons of side quests, of course. Of course. I'm sure there will be lots of side quests along with the main quest, because that's just how it is.
Toussaint, the land of love and wine.
Exactly how I remembered it.
You will find Beauclair has changed some these past years.
Walk about when you have the chance. You will see for yourself.
To me, place always seemed straight out of a fairy tale. Knights errant, elven palaces.
Do you insinuate that we are somehow odd? I shall prove you wrong. This I pledge on the Heron.